Hello, ladies and gentlemen, CaptainShack here, and welcome back to Empire at War Forces of Corruption. This time we're taking a look at a mod that's probably as close as we're going to get to a proper sequel to Empire at War and Empire at War Forces of Corruption. If you've never played either one of those games, you can find them over on Steam or GOG. Classic real-time strategy Star Wars titles, officially licensed Star Wars titles. This mod, though, it's coming at it from another angle compared to like Thrawn's Revenge or Awakening of the Rebellion, which have very focused things on their like time periods, where this particular mod, I'll put a link in the description to the mod creator's YouTube channel. You can go and check that out. He's doing a lot of like ship testing, but this one, it's blowing up the scale and adding a level of detail that we really haven't seen in another Empire at War mod. Like, look at that. Like, what you're seeing in the background right now is the replacements for all of the ships. Everything's been resized, so like the X-Wings and the TIE Fighters all look like the proper scale. You can see the turrets actually changing, the lighting effects. It's this menu seems to be pushing the game to its limits in the background, but God, does it look good. The explosions, the missile trails, everything has just been upgraded and updated. But let's go ahead and jump into a single player campaign. Now, this is the light version. This came out about 2 weeks ago or so. You can check it out by hitting subscribe on the mod on the workshop over on Steam, and then going into your options settings. I know you guys ask this all the time. Go to your options settings, go to mods. You're not going to see the menu here because I'm already loaded into a mod, and launch the Empire at War Remake mod light. It'll say it in brackets, but let's go ahead and get into single player. Let's jump into Galactic Conquest. Now, there are two different ways to start. You can start with one planet and have to take over the entire galaxy one planet at a time from there, or you can start straight up with 10 planets, and it's a little bit more of a proper galactic start. We're going to play as the Empire, and let's jump in. Now, I do have a late game save as the Empire that we might jump into and check out so you can see some of the later ships. As for income generation in this, and we won't be checking out any ground battles, by the way, there just doesn't seem to be any changes to that yet. It looks like he's focused solely on working on the space battles, which is, I think we can all agree, the best parts of Empire at War. So let's go ahead and turn on all of the things as we do so we can see all the stats. Here is the 10 planet start. You don't start with much, and you don't actually start with any. I think you get like one Star Destroyer. Let's see. It's one of the battle cruisers, right? Yeah, you don't get a whole lot. So you don't get a whole lot to start off with, but we'll gather up a fleet real quick, and we'll get a fight going. So we've got Vader there. We'll take Tarkin into orbit to get a bit of a boost. I don't think he comes with his own ISD in this mod. Commander of the Imperial Navy, effort to defeat the Rebel Alliance, boost effectiveness of all ships in combat by 25%. Now, I think there's a lot of balancing work that needs to be done still, but what you're going to see once we get into the space battle, and what I really enjoy with this, let's head over to Quad Shipyards. At tech level 1, you gain tech levels, by the way, just like you do in the gas depot station to provide income by selling minerals on the planet.
Building
go ahead and build that.
Vehicle
I'll pick up
in
the
production.
Let's do this. Give somebody command. But you're gonna find that. Let's move out here to the Quad Shipyards. Join up with the closest thing that we have is to a Star Destroyer. You're gonna find that technology and your research. It's all based on the old school style of this, right? Not like any of the mods that we played in the past. No. We'll go ahead and go into, there we go, spectator camp. So you can see some of the planets that are currently in the campaign. So you're going to build your research station on one of your planets and then, pay for the research to get through it. And he's rebalanced some of the things you can get, like this, the Death Star is like 2 million credits or some crazy shenanigans. Let's grab up, who are you, by the way? You've got to be Avenger, is the personal battle cruiser of Admiral Arvis. I don't know who that is. Must be Expanded Universe. The Avenger is equipped with an enhanced top ion cannon to aid against the strong shields of the Rebel Alliance Mon Cal cruisers. Very cool. Let's go take Mana. I would rather fight the Rebel Alliance if we have the opportunity, because they have some cool abilities. Abilities that they've had before, but because of the way he's rescaled things, I just noticed everything is like weirdly shaped. Let me fix that real quick. So I have this problem, and I don't know if you guys do. This happens to me every time I launch a mod, but you notice how my planets aren't spherical? They've got like more of an egg shape to them. If we go to video and we go to widescreen and hit apply, it'll stretch everything out the other direction. But then if we do it again, it then fixes it. Now everything is right. It's weird, right? I wonder if anybody else has that problem. Let's break through Makir and then maybe try to go to Dothamir, maybe? We can start some crap with the Rebel Alliance. They don't even own Hoth, do they?
Tactical battle imminent.
Anyways, here we go. Begin the battle. You can't play as the Rebel Alliance or the Empire. Well, those options are there. I have not played as anything but the Empire as of yet with this newest version. The old version that's still available, I think, on Steam has some crashing issues for sure. But you can see immediately, like, the scale that's
This
changed.
pitiful force is preventing our assault on this system.
Let's get some ships in
Dispatch
here.
them so that we can
Let's get
secure
Vader to
orbit
help
for the
scout.
Empire.
So, Vader, come out of hyperspace. Wherever you are.
Yes.
Did you come out with your wingman? There we go. It always focuses on a TIE fighter and not on Vader's, was it TIE Advance that he flies? Let's start moving forward. But you can see how tiny that one ship is compared to the map because he's rescaled everything. And what's been going on, and what I hopefully can show you guys, and I really like this. Let's go ahead and pause here. We've got a couple picket ships. Let's bring in a couple of larger vessels on both sides. Gladiator as well. Come on out of hyperspace. I was hoping we'd see them from the... There we go. And open fire.
Cruiser reporting.
Ah, it's beautiful. And you can actually see the towers multi-targeting different ships and firing away. Now, if I tell you all to open fire at the large single ship here, will you redirect your fire to it? They are rotating the cannons. Nice. Very cool. If you want to see some of the testing, let's get a couple gladiators in here so we don't lose the one that's actually taking a lot of damage. There we go. As soon as we're coming out of hyperspace, I know we kind of lose out on the shields and defenses when we do that. These also are carriers, so come on in and begin your attack run. Bombers, finish him off. You're already close enough to make your attack run. Nicely done. Those explosions. It's the explosions and the lighting. But because it's a bigger map, and because the Rebel Alliance focuses on, well, the smaller ships on speed and maneuverability over firepower, let's get all units firing at this. Thank you. You end up with this really cool zoom and boom strategy that you can do, and I haven't played the Rebels yet, so I haven't confirmed how well this works, but it was working fairly well against me. You can bring in Rebel gunships, particularly ones with torpedoes, and you can zoom through so fast and cover so much distance that you can bring them in. They'll take a few, random shots from... Oh, this is how the ships die. They burn up in the atmosphere. They don't just disappear. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. All right, let's see. Is there anything left? I think there's like one ship left. One more picket ship. Take him down. We'll follow some of the TIE bombers in as they make their run.
Victorious.
But you can do this like zoom and boom attack where you leave firing range, wait for the weapons to reload, come back in, and then kind of skirt the edge of the enemy. Really? 1,300 freighters? That's weird. You're going to find a lot of weirdness in this mod because it's not quite finished. You can zoom in, fire off your missiles, though, have them take out, a subsystem here or there, and then get the hell out of there before you lose your shields. So let's get a little bit deeper for this tech level 1. And if we are playing through the proper campaign, we'd want to go to ground, we'd want to pick up a research station, so I can show you guys how much the research actually costs and how long it takes, because that's going to be your big limiter on your ships. And he does have a nice variety of ships that you can pick from, up into the different SSDs. Oh, we have found the Rebel Alliance. They have taken over Taurus, and we caught their ground forces in orbit. They've also got Magnificent class frigates. That's a little weird. We didn't put anybody in command of the fleet this time, so sadly we're not going to be able to choose where we hyperspace in. We're all going to come out of hyperspace at the same time. So I don't know if the rebels will attempt to fight us or not. Probably not because of the freighters, one would think, but unlike something like Awakening of the Rebellion, let's get all ships moving forward. You guys get
Let's
to
show
do
these
attack
dissidents who
move
rules
orders.
this galaxy. Remove their influence from the system by destroying all their defenses.
God, it's pretty. I hope he gives the same level of detail and attention to the ground battles. I know they're not people's favorites, and many people just auto-resolve everything, but look at that. That is gorgeous. See the torpedoes chasing it before they impact. Very cool. Very cool. He's got a selection of videos over on his YouTube channel where he's actually pitting like an ISD-1 versus a Mon-Cal or two Mon-Cal ships, like MC-80s or whatever. And he's just testing out the balance, what should be able to win against what, and how like the ranges work. So, pretty cool. We are absolutely destroying these transports, breaking my heart as a Rebel player, first and foremost. It's my favorite faction. The Rebel Alliance and the Republic. All right, there we go. That thing seems broken. It wasn't taking any damage. So we have won the battle. We can speed up time a little bit because I'd love to get the research facility up and running. But we'll go ahead and we'll jump into a later game that we had already gone on over on Twitch when I was testing the mod out to see if there was a bit more stability. No, I won't be doing a Let's Play of this yet. It's not quite there, I don't think. It is playable for sure, and the space battles are really fun, but the ground battles are still, you know, vanilla game, and that's kind of a bummer. So what do we have here? Well, in the fleet at this level, I've actually managed to build the torpedo sphere, excuse me. It is as ridiculous as it sounds, having, you know, 1,000 freaking torpedoes all in that center section of the sphere. We've also got a couple of ISD-2s. We've got Thrawn at this level. I think we're tech level 3 at this point. Yeah, we're tech 5. That's how far we've gotten. But here's where things get a little crazy, and I think why you need wow, the rebels have taken over everything. Holy crap. I was just auto-resolving ground battles because I didn't feel like fighting them, and they went through and took every bit of territory that wasn't Imperial controlled. Everything else here is ours. I'm thinking, while we're sitting here, why don't we start upgrading space stations in the vain attempt to defend our territory? Because I don't think we're long for this world, to be honest. Let's go get into a fight. So there's a few ships over Corellia. We'll take our main stack. We'll put Vader in charge of it for now. Or we'll be immediately attacked. Oh, that was where we were going? Auto-resolve. Let's get into a fight. Or they're gonna come to us with a massive fleet. What's their stack size? 195. What the hell? What did you bring? Wow. Weird choice. Okay, Marauders. Missile cruisers. Marauder missile cruisers. 9 Reconnaissance-class destroyers. It's very weird to me that the Republic has a lot of separatist ships. And I know off the top of your head, you're probably thinking, you know, no, it makes sense. The Republic, why wouldn't they ally with the separatists? Because the separatists would hate the Empire, right? Because they are what was the Republic. No, because the separatists were at war with the Republic, and the Rebel Alliance is the alliance to restore the Republic. So it's not exactly a match made in heaven. Anyways, there's the Imperial fleet with that 1 Star Destroyer. And this was happening on Twitch too. We have this 1 Star Destroyer that keeps like coming out of hyperspace.
Our hold on this system must not be compromised.
Let's go ahead and get you turned around.
Seek out and destroy every intruder to our system.
Now, the enemy does have... Whoop, camera got stuck.
Commander, awaiting orders.
There we go. Launch all fighters. Beta combat. That's a lot of TIE fighters. We've had a few slowdowns in a couple of battles, but I haven't seen why. Some battles will be huge and they'll run fine. Other battles will get down to a chug of like 20 FPS, and that's really painful to look at. But we might as well stick this into cinematic mode and basically watch a recruitment ad for the Empire at this point. Okay, we're just gonna stare at a bunch of TIE fighters because there's 1,000 of them in the field. But that's an Imperial fleet. And really, where this mod shines is the spectacle.
I've been waiting for this.
I've been waiting for this. All right. I've given the order for the entire fleet to move out. They should be moving out together. That's weird. God, the torpedo sphere is so strange. And I don't know what part of the extended universe this is from. I don't know if it's from a comic or what, but it's like a really, really wannabe Death Star. It's so strange. Torpedoes. Yeah. And we've seen it at different scales. What was it? There's a Sins mod that has it too, but it's much smaller than this. At least it used to be. It's been a while since we played Sins. We are starting to see the first of the Rebel Alliance ships start to come out. They have far better fighters than we do. But we've got, if I grab one of these in the back, I can angle this proper. Okay, well, I guess I can't angle it properly, but there are hundreds of TIE fighters, if not thousands, in that little sphere of death. There's a couple of Mon-Cal ships. Let's go ahead and just get the TIEs moving. Attack, move this direction so you can start your fire.
Yes, sir.
Victory classes, you should not be in the front of the line. I'm giving you attack orders. And let's just have the rest of the fleet kind of hold position here. Because of the change in scale, I find myself wanting to command almost from this view more. So like we know that this wing is going to be out of range and they're not going to be able to do enough damage. We can bring them up and around. Wow, that is not where I want you to go. Come up into the right. Gladiators kind of swing in. See if we can kind of box them in and get all ships within range. So Thrawn, move up to about here.
Awaiting your command.
Thrawn, no, so much no. Looks like there needs to be a little bit more work on
Coming around.
There you go. There you go. Even got a light carrier back here. He's got a weird, like black texture to the command carriers, to the smaller light carriers. I don't know how I feel about those. Oh, look at all the missiles coming off of the victory classes. Ah. All right, it's time. Let's turn the ball of doom. I probably should have fired this earlier. It's actually losing shields incredibly fast while the rest of the enemy fleet starts coming in. It is gorgeous. You can see we're losing a little bit of frame rate drop here. Dreadnought in the middle of the fleet. All right, don't worry about turning to engage him. Target the ship that's in front of you, and there's the shot. So you can actually see the field of torpedoes coming in. I think this is his target? Yeah. Yeah, there are... Boom! Blew the engines off. The actual engine bay fell off.
Ready for battle. Your command, sir.
All right, let's get this shot of this fight. Good grief. It is so pretty. And I'm so happy that he's got it running without any crashes. Because the last version was definitely...
Reporting in. Roger that.
It looked amazing, but yeah, we had a lot of stability issues when we were trying to play it. So we could turn the camera here.
Look at my beautiful weapon.
A beautiful weapon. Let's see if we can get you firing at the next target. I don't know what your fire rate is. You got a couple of quasars that got a little bit too close, it looks like. Victory classes.
Reporting in.
Too. You would just go ahead and finish the job here. Fire a few missiles off. Beautiful. Has it fired again? Now, the weird torpedo sphere actually has hangar bays. You can see them on the side, and you can actually see inside them, which is pretty freaking cool. Nah, I can't zoom in far enough to see it on that angle, but... Join the Imperial Navy today for a better tomorrow.
Attack formation.
Dun, dun, dun. On Twitch, we had the Imperial... There's a version of the Imperial March that... They did it for Rebels, because I'm pretty sure where it was made for. Okay, there's all those long-range missile boats. We need to take those out. Probably best, since our poor Star Destroyer here is just taking a whole starboard side blast right now. Let's have you just hold position here.
Holding for maximum.
I'm going to tell you to open up with everything you've got. Overload your primary weapons, and open fire. Get those heavy batteries. Those like the quad-barreled batteries. Firing. Okay, you probably can get all of them if they can turn fast enough to target him. You can see the port side is actually targeting something else and firing at something different.
Copied.
Yeah, there isn't much remaining now. We're here to save the day. But no, the Imperial March, there is a celebratory version of that song, and we started playing that on Twitch, because we can do that. You can't do that on YouTube without getting smacked around for copyright. And did this whole, like, recruitment ad, basically, for the Imperial Navy. They've got vulture droids, too.
Ready for
that, or they're just using the symbol, because maybe he hasn't made the, whatever that might be. I think that's all they've got left. Oh, no, that one that we should... He's still alive.
High explosive warhead in place.
Come on back
Look
here.
at my beautiful weapon.
Yeah, come on back here. I'm gonna bring the fighters back. Find that ship and destroy it. But you can't build stuff like the Death Star, and I'm told the Death Star is supposed to look amazing. I have not seen it yet
those lasers.
because it's like 2 million credits.
Gladiator ready for duty.
Go ahead and move up. I'm not sure why half their fleet has decided to sit here and wait. Dreadnought looks fantastic though. Yeah, I don't know why they're kind of just waiting for their doom. They should probably fall back. I don't have an interdictor, nor have I noticed if I could build one or not. I love the shadow on the ISD. It looks so good.
I copy.
It's gonna be a while.
Commencing.
All right. Let's get a couple of the Star Destroyers moving their way this way. Give me the Gladiators. Just open fire since you guys are the fastest.
Instructions, sir.
I guess they're trying to pull up to the side of it. I think our missiles are bigger. He says, not actually being sure.
Do you have something to report?
Assault.
Weapons
I
ready.
realized that was Thrawn right there. I should have noticed the little image. So Thrawn's assault ability is disgusting.
Attack position.
I'm pretty sure he could have handled this on his own.
Direct
Beautiful.
all fire on the shield generator.
You can just see the missiles coming off the victory classes. Look at the range on them. Thrawn's. Maybe that's just because it's Thrawn's that he gets that incredible range. But it seems... Let's see.
Intercepting.
Yeah, that seems a bit insane. And the retreat. So we'll look at some of the other ships that you can build that he's added so far. And some of these I'm not going to be able to put together because they are ridiculously expensive, meant for when you have, control over most of the map. You can build for defensive structures, tie garrisons, space stations that'll launch a ton of ties so you can defend whatever sector you're trying to hold on to. They have another fleet here. You can pick up, if we go to Quat Shipyards, and you can see like the proper what you can build. So you've got your Purifier. What else we got? Titan class battle cruiser, which I don't think we've built one of because we can't afford it. Yeah, it's $7 grand per tick now. But there it is. The Death Star 2 is silly levels of expensive when you're only at like 36,000. You'd have to own quite a bit more territory. But it uses the old income generation mechanics right now. So, I mean, there are a few things like you can build these mines that you can drop down, but for the most part, you're going to be doing a lot of ground building and spamming mines everywhere. Not the most interesting of gameplay. I'm hoping... I don't think he'll change it because I think they're trying to... Let's go ahead and auto-resolve that because all the ground battles are the same. Let's go ahead and get the shit out of these guys. What do we auto-resolve? Yeah, and it's not reporting what you're losing right now.
Cleared for departure.
Let's go and chase them down on this side of the galaxy. Maybe we can get into a bit of a bigger fight. I need to give somebody... Oh, I should have given somebody fleet command. Yeah, I should have. But you're going to do a lot of spamming like mines on the ground so you can get your income coming in, which is very traditional Empire at War. And I think because he's trying to make the remake mod, I don't think we're going to see a new economy system really built into the game. I could be wrong. But anyways, it is out. It is playable. I haven't suffered any crashes yet. It's been working pretty damn good. Go ahead and auto-resolve. Let's get into one more battle. Let's grab... Now, you know what? What if I bring him in as the first thing that hyperspace is in? Is it going to be a Lambda? Because I don't think he gets his own ship in this. I think he just gives a fleet boost. We'll see. Could be wrong.
Battle imminent.
That's fine. Auto-resolve.
System lost.
Ord Montel.
Tactical battle imminent.
Begin the battle. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, he comes in a Lambda shuttle. Okay. And now he's super squishy and easy to kill.
Lambda shuttle ready.
That's fine. That's what could possibly go wrong. All right.
This pitiful force is preventing our assault on this system. Dispatch them so that we can secure orbit for the Empire.
Did he get rid of the can't hyperspace in?
Location confirmed.
I just noticed that there's no, maybe it's just this map, but there doesn't seem to be any fog of war represented on the world map.
Shuttle online.
You know what, just stay back there and
cruiser here.
Dictate what we're supposed to be doing. Speed up a little bit so we can get our ship a little closer to the enemy. I want to come hyperspacing out in a formation fairly close. And within firing range. Alright, about halfway through. Yeah, there is a limit to where I can hyperspace out based on what would be the fog of war, but you don't have the actual fog of war.
The enemy is approaching. Coming
All right.
out.
So our first ship is coming out of hyperspace. We're going to go ahead and pause. He is coming out of hyperspace with missiles firing, by the way. That is awesome. Thrawn, go ahead and come out here. Let's get one of our ISDs to suck up a lot of the damage coming in first. Overwhelming firepower is the plan here. Let's get the Admiral in.
Understood.
One of our gladiators can kind of sit in the back.
Engines at maximum.
Another missile boat.
Destination confirmed.
And let's bring a couple of carriers in, as if we didn't have a super weapon in the fleet. Let's play it like that. Another battle cruiser on this side, and we can swing them in. Which I can't get closer than that. Wait a minute, yes I can. I can totally come out of hyperspace. Oh, this is gonna be so bad for our battle cruiser here because
We're on our way.
I believe he's all about killing large ships. This ship can only be built on Mon Calamari, Quat Fond, or Sullust. Yeah. Oh, no description. Damn. Now, one of the things that I do love about his descriptions, by the way, if we can find one ship that has it. Let's see. Here you go. Not only does he give you a bit of like the information on the ship that you've got here, but it also gives you the information you need. What's its max speed? He gives a number to it. 3 shield hit points. You know exactly how much it's got. 3,000. And then you've got the like the hull hit points. So when you're trying to figure out what a ship is good for, and you're trying to figure out who's the tankiest, coming out of hyperspace now. Support ships coming in as well. We can launch our fighters from almost behind them. A little bit of support on the right. Interceptors engage. How does this interceptor look? As the battle begins, you can figure out exactly what their stats
Star
are.
Destroyer standing by.
Sadly, this doesn't have stats.
Ready to
Imperial Star
receive
Destroyer doesn't
orders.
yet. So Gladiator class has 3,500 hit points, so it's more than an than a Nebulon B, but it can be outrun by a Nebulon B fairly easily, meaning you can get in, get out. I'm hoping they don't seem to have any fast movers.
Excellent shot.
You guys would be able to see the blockade runners, because they are impressive. They will fly through a fleet like this. They will blast right through it with its incredible speed. Which is neat, because they don't feel fast in Empire at War, or in Awakening of the Rebellion, or Thrawn's Revenge. They just don't feel like they can get in and out. And they can't accomplish anything, even when they do it. All right, guys. Well, there you go. The whole reason for this video is to let you know that it's out and it's playable and it's on the workshop. So if you want to check it out, the link is in the description for the workshop, as is the link to the developer's YouTube channel to go check out what new ships he's coming out with. He's got a video of the Venators on there, Looser Hulks are on there, and they are gorgeous in a fight. They look fantastic. All right, guys. I will see you in the next one. Later, everybody.